What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there. Now let's get into this topic. Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. Hope everyone is doing well. This video is for educational purposes. You all, as I approach these topics with respect, I want you to be respectful in the comments section, please. Alright, now this story comes out of Florida. I know what you all are going to say. Of course it comes out of Florida. Yes, it comes from my state. I happen to love my state. I don't care what you all think about Florida or the stories that come out of Florida, alright? A church leader, she was the director of finances at a Tampa church, was arrested after being accused of hiring a hitman through the dark web to get rid of the spouse of her ex-lover. Take a breath. Y'all better leave them church ladies alone. Let me tell you. The U.S. Marshals raided the home of Deanna Marie Stinson, 50 years old, in Tampa, and charged her with solicitation to commit a violent crime and for hiring a hitman. Deanna Marie Stinson is being held without bail at the Pinellas County Jail. Now, according to the arrest warrant, Deanna used Bitcoin to pay for the hitman, who actually was an undercover law enforcement officer. Deanna used Bitcoin because she thought it was untraceable, according to the U.S. Marshals. Deanna was the director of finances until she was arrested for Bible-based Fellowship Church in Tampa, Florida. Take a breath. Church lady. Church leader, Bible-based fellowship, hired a hitman. Let that sink in. Sitting in the church every Sunday, hired a hitman. This is why I tell y'all, you can go through church, and a lot of people say church will do it and God will do it. Some people need to go through therapy. You need to talk to somebody outside of a religious institution that can help you with your problems, your everyday problems. There's nothing wrong with going to church, but there are some things that trained professionals can help you with. And obviously, when you're hiring a hitman to get rid of your ex-boyfriend or husband's new girlfriend or new wife, you need professional help. Now, you all know I'm an advocate for therapy. I am. So let me go on. In addition to her work at the church, Deanna was the founder of Woman of Excellence Consulting in Tampa, Florida. According to the Woman of Excellence website, Deanna founded the organization in 2002 to help small minority-owned businesses who can't afford administrative, organizational, or accounting services. Now, I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary, and you all know me. I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
My neighbor texted me and said, I didn't want to call you at 6:30, but the feds, the FBI, and a bunch of unmarked cars are out in the yard.
Certainly not a typical sight in this upscale New Tampa subdivision. Sandra Clary lives a few doors down from the house in question. This morning, her phone was blowing up.
All of the neighbors were texting going, what in Sam Hill? Okay, so you weren't arrested. Okay, it wasn't you. All right.
Police were there to pick up 50-year-old Deanna Stinson. This is video of her being booked in the county jail. She's facing charges accusing her of attempting to hire a hitman online to kill the spouse of a person she used to be in a relationship with. State records indicate she is affiliated with By the Book Ministries. She also founded Women of Excellence Consulting. When I called that number,
you have reached the voicemail of Deanna Stinson. Currently, I am unable to take your call.
At the Bible-based fellowship, the pastor declined to comment, saying that he needed to get more information. Back at Stinson's home, there's a sign next to the door: live every moment, laugh every day, and love beyond measure. Clara says the arrest is beyond shocking.
My neighbors were all like going crazy, so we're fired. Wow. I am so glad I didn't her off as a neighbor.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, first of all, I want to say this neighbor was so funny during this news clip. Actually, when I read the articles and I looked at a video on this, there were people in the comments who were saying, give this lady her own show. She needs to have her own YouTube channel because she brought some sort of, laugh, comic relief to such a horrible situation. Now, first of all, let me start by saying thank you, God, that Deanna's plan did not work. And I also want to congratulate the police officers, the U.S. Marshals who work cases like this, the people who look at things on the dark web and they trace stuff like this. Now, in the articles I read on this story and in the comment section of some videos, there were many people who were commenting and they were surprised that a church leader or a church lady would do something like this. And you all over here at my show, we're not surprised at any of this stuff because we know what's going on in the world. And we know that many people who sit in certain, organizations and people who have power and even people who have degrees, not everyone has your best interest in mind. And people can look good on paper. I mean, this lady, she has an MBA. She is the director of finances at her church. And that stuff all on the outside. But on the inside, we really don't know the heart of a person. And as you all saw in the news clip, when the news anchor said he went to the church and tried to get a comment from the pastor said he has no comment at this time. He wanted more information on the situation. And I'm sure now the pastor and the members of that church, they're probably just, shocked because they never would have thought in a million years that Deanna would do something like this. To Deanna and men and women who have that mindset that if I can't have you, no one can have you. I want you all to hear this. You can't hold anyone hostage. I say this all the time on my show. The relationship is over, but life still goes on. You've got to work on yourself. The relationship is over and you will go on. You'll get through it like everyone else has. We've all had broken hearts. We've all been through situations where we wanted to try to make something work, a relationship, a friendship, it's things in business. Things happen. Life happens. You're not the only one. We all go through this stuff in life. But we're still here to tell the story, to tell you that you can get over it and you can go on. It's not the end of the world. There are more women out there. There are more men out there. There are more opportunities out there. It's not the end of the world. And that's why I tell you all on this platform that one of the most important relationships, if not the most important relationship, is the one that you have with yourself. Because if you're lacking self-worth, self-esteem, and self-value, you really don't need to get in any type of friendship, any relationships until you work on yourself. Work on yourself. And I really feel this today, and I feel I got to talk to my subscribers. I haven't been before you all in a while, but let me say this. There are men and there are women who love themselves, they take care of themselves, and they have opportunities to date. Many of them have had opportunities to get married. But the person that they were with, they had discernment enough to know that this is not the man for me. This is not the woman for me, because they saw by their actions that that person was not in it for the long haul. Can I work right here today? I feel it, y'all. Let me go on. Look, there are some of us who are in relationships, friendships, and you saw the red flags before you even started dating that person. Now you're engaged to them. You may be married to them. And you feel like, oh, well, this is all I got. It's not going to get any better. He's all I got. Come on, y'all. If they leave you, you're going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. Stop thinking that. Get your consciousness right. You got to get your mind right. You got the degree. You have the money. You look good. You're working out all of that, but get your mind right. All of that means nothing if your mind is not right. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-value, that is so important. I've said this many times on my show, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to get off this topic, but people come into your life. When they come into your life, they should come to add and multiply, not divide and subtract. So if they leave, they really don't take anything with them, because you, before they even came, should have already been adding and multiplying greatness and wholeness and self-healing and self-worth and self-value and self-esteem in your own life. Let them go. Bless them along the way. You'll be okay. It's not the end of the world. Get your mind right. Now I'm off of this topic, but let me say this before I go. In that news clip, you all saw that the news crew, they kind of like zoomed in on Deanna's front door, and she had those signs next to her door. Those inspirational door signs. Let me read them to you. Laugh every day. Live every moment. Love beyond measure. And I just wish that Deanna would have took those signs and applied them to her life even after that man left her. He left you. Laugh every day. Laugh every day. You still got joy. You're living. He left you. Live every moment. You got to live every moment like it's your last. And enjoy life today. Not when you get a man, not when you get a woman, even if you're single. And what's the last one? Love beyond measure. Love liberates. Love sets you free. It doesn't hold you hostage. Liberate that man, that woman into life. You'll be okay. Now I'm off of this. I hope that justice is served in this case. You all, until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. But before you take care of anybody else, please, please, please work on yourself and take care of yourself. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you all think about this video. Peace.